What's up, guys? Today's video is on how I got ghosted by my ex. If you're interested, keep watching. So, last year in January of 2016, I met this guy on OkCupid, and you know, like, he was cool. Like, he said he was a business owner, he had multiple streams of income, he had a degree, blah blah blah, he was a hustler. And then he also was talking about how he was what's the word, he was a Reiki healer. So, you know, I'm like, okay, you know, somebody that's got more going on than I do. So we went on a first date. We went out for sushi. You know, everything was cool. He was nice. I wasn't weirded out by him or anything. And after that, we continued to date. And then I think like February 2016, he asked me to be his girlfriend. So that was like kind of weird time because, you know, it was Valentine's Day. And I'm like, okay, we had went on several dates by then. I'm like, okay, this guy's cool, you know, like, all right, what's the point of wasting time? So, like, he had really pursued me up until that point. So I'm like, all right, I'm like, okay, Cupid looking out, you know, this is a good catch right here. And things are going great. After February, like March, April, things were going real good. I think in March I had bought my condo, so like I was in the process of moving, and it was like not a short distance to where I was moving to. So, you know, he helped pack and kind of helped me get everything out of my old place, and I did everything to move into my new place. So then, like, after that, things got really weird. Like, he would just like disappear for 2 or 3 days, and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm thinking like maybe something's wrong. But he would like disappear for 2 or 3 days. So then I called him on his bullshit. I'm like, dude, like, what are you doing? Why are you disappearing for 2 or 3 days? He's like, oh, I'm stressed out. I got family problems, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, cool. It happened like maybe one more time. And then he went back to the person that I had met initially. And then like 2 weeks later, it ended up being getting ghosted on for like 2 weeks at a time. So at this point, I'm like, I don't know. So, you know, I'm out here living my life. I'm doing what I'm gonna do, because if you can like do without talking to me for 2 weeks, there ain't no point in us being together. So, like, after a while, even though I'm a strong and independent woman, after a while, you just kind of wonder, like, what did I do? Why me? Like, and he would always come back around and be like, oh, you know, I'm stressed out and blah, blah, blah. It was always an excuse. Like, literally every single time that he had an excuse. And for me, I'm not one for bullshit. Like, I get annoyed real easily. So I wasn't trying to hear what he had to say. But even though I wasn't, like, really trying to hear what he had to say, it really bothered me. I'm like, what did I do? I'm like, am I not cute enough? Am I not smart enough? Am I not fun enough? You know, it was taking a real emotional toll on me, because I'm just like, I was dumbfounded at this point. So, like, it really kind of messed me up. It started to affect me at work a little bit, but not too much where anybody would notice. But like, it made me kind of sad and depressed, and I kind of second guessed myself. But in hindsight, I'm like, nah, like, I definitely know that was a test, because I'm like, who doesn't think that they're like legit? Even though sometimes you might be wrong, but like, I have a degree, I have a career, I had just bought a condo. Like, I wasn't like just some bum basic woman, you know. Like, I had my stuff together. So after being ghosted for like, he thought we were still together, honestly, but like after he disappeared on me for like 3 weeks, I was totally done. So I began to like just continue to do me. I was in grad school at the time. I was hanging out with friends. I would do various things around the city when they came up. I was just literally just trying to pick up the pieces and move on. I didn't really want the closure, even though it still bothered me a little bit inside. Like, why would somebody do this to you when they claim they love you and they care about you? So like around November 2016, he decided to pop back up, And he's like, oh, what's up, you know, and my birthday's in November, so the beginning of November, I planned a trip to Costa Rica. So he popped up literally the day before I was supposed to go. And he was like, oh, what's up, you know, like, I've been busy, my grandma's been sick, and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, bro, I don't have time for you. So, like, between September and October, in the beginning of November, I had like started dating again. Like, I was kind of on Tinder and whatnot, and I had already found who is now my fiance. So I wasn't really interested in what he had to talk about. So, I mean, really, I moved on by just like realizing it wasn't me. And then I had heard a story where someone else told me like they had been ghosted too. So for me, this was like, I didn't know what ghosting was until it happened to me. Like, I could not fathom that people like just come into your life and then like disappear weeks on end. Like, to me, that was real upsetting and troubling. Like, I just could really not fathom somebody doing that to me. So like, how I moved on, I prayed about it. I tried to stay true to myself, and I didn't really dwell on it, because that 2-week time period where I just really thought like, is it me? What did I do? Man, I felt like shit those 2 weeks. Like, and I couldn't live my life that way. Nah. So that's kind of how I moved on. Oh, and yes, after November, matter of fact, really, I made it clear to him like in November that we were done. But then he pops up. What was this? Like, what month? It's July, so he popped up in June telling us, I'm like, oh, can you unblock my number? I want to talk to you. I need to see Riley, which is my dog. And I'm just like, bro, like, I'm about to get married. We ain't got nothing to talk about. When we was together, when everything was copacetic, we ain't had nothing to talk about. Like, no, like, you ghosted me several times. Like, no discussion, nothing at all. We have nothing to talk about. So, like, I just wanted to make this video for, like, women who have been in similar situations, because for me, it was really tough. I really didn't understand the situation. I didn't understand why someone would behave in that way. But, I mean, let's be honest. Like, that's what our society has turned into. I'm not going to say men aren't worth a dime, but, like, majority of them, you gotta be careful. Like, protect yourself, protect your heart. You can't let everybody into your psyche. Like, you really have to be careful who you surround yourself with and who you let sell you a dream. Because, like, my ex, I'm not gonna say his name because I'm not downright trifling, but like, my ex, he sold me a dream and my ass bought it. Like, seriously, I bought it. I ain't trying to do. Usually for me, so me and my friend, we like are private investigators. We pull up Facebook, we pull up everything. We pull up everything that we can find on somebody before like we give them the time of day. And I guess because my situation was I had just moved to California like a year prior, I was kind of like the dating pool here is really, really different. And I'm from the South, so it's like you always know there's a black man around for you to date. Like, that's not a worry, a trouble in the South. But here, totally different. So I guess I kind of jumped on really like the first thing I saw coming. My bad. All in all, it was like a really good learning lesson, like a great experience. And like, I can really say that it brought me to the person I'm supposed to be with, because I prayed and prayed and prayed for a husband, and then I met my now fiance, and we are getting married in June of 2017. No, it's 2017 now. June of 2018. I'm losing my mind, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah. So if you like the video, please like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. I'll be posting a video every week, so let me know if there's any content you want to see, and I will be sure to drop it for you. Thanks for watching. What's up, guys? I'm here today to share